so here's a second one to think about. You know, we're talking about where the money flows, right? And I know as providers of support, no matter what kind we are, the money can flow to us to provide support, or it can flow directly to the VCOs for them to deploy advanced ICT, right? Should the money be flowing directly to the VCOs, or you know, should it be flowing to support providers? Let's respond to that argument, that issue, that really the money's got to go directly to the VCOs, even now more than ever.
That'd be a no from me, I think.
Articulate why,
well,
for us.
not least because as a second-tier organisation that provides resources to capacity build frontline services and support that going on, a real fear would be that if the money goes to the frontline organisations, they'll spend it on the more immediate needs, and that'll be they'll employ a fundraiser. They won't look to try and organise their efficiencies around the back office functioning, or technologies can assist them in the delivery of their mission. You know, it creates, you know, a false dichotomy, if you like, between those two areas of work, frontline services and the second-tier organisations who are resourcing those frontline agencies. There needs to be an acknowledgement of the needs of both. And,
but there's not enough money for both.
Well, there isn't enough money. There never will be enough money. But if it's how those priorities are set as to where the money goes. Yeah, the fact that, in my experience, that most small organisations would say what we need is more funding, and therefore we need more fundraising expertise. Therefore we need to go on funding courses, and but it's a finite pot of money anyway. If everybody was the most brilliant fundraiser, you know, and the
it
cosmos
still has to be chopped up.
It would still, yeah, it's still the same cake.
And then it's looking at the impact that direct funding, having small frontline organisation with the purchasing power, because I'm sure most people in this room know that we work with groups who don't know what IT can do for them. So having a second-tier organisation funded to go in and do that proactive work, kind of identifying where we can help and what difference IT can make.
Doesn't that funding, though, that goes to support providers somewhat skew the marketplace? I mean, you know, we have social enterprises that maybe are doing work that's much more effective, innovating and providing amazing service, and are actually not able to be competitive on some level because of that funding, which skews what the real cost. It may even skew for VCOs what the real cost of ownership is. So a lot of that money is flowing through support providers. How do we deal with that? Should that money keep flowing?
There's not enough money not to do both, basically. There's not enough money not to do both of those.
There's not enough money not to do
second and the first tier. Because I want voluntary and community organisations to do what they were established for, to do what they're good at, to stick to their knitting. So if they're an animal charity, yeah, I don't want them wasting their time reinventing IT wheels and figuring out how to configure an IT system. It's not what they're good at, it's not what they're trained for, it's not what they're skilled at. Get somebody else in to do that. Let them use their resources efficiently and effectively to deliver the core service. And you need people, therefore, like Lasa, like other organisations, to be there, to be the catalyst of change, to advise, to consult, and provide that information to enable them to get on and do their core function.
You have a fish back there? You have a fish? Get yourself a fish.
Maybe it's because of what's been happening in the world recently. I think this idea of a market actually fills me with some serious dread here. A, because it isn't a market, and as people have already described, actually the needs of small organisations, they often don't articulate to themselves because they don't understand them. Therefore they can't buy them because they don't know what it is they want to buy. So that is not a market in that sense. And if it's a market that you think you can impose a social enterprise on, then let's be as Darwinian as we like about the social enterprises. As far as I'm concerned, if they set themselves up as businesses, then they are in the market and they're probably in the wrong one. And if they go out of business, I don't care. But I'm afraid with voluntary and community organisations, there is something slightly different. And that is not to be market driven. It's actually to respond to need. And in some cases, that of course means articulating need that people are not themselves aware that they have. And I very much agree with you that actually a lot of organisations are crap when it comes to doing what they're not set up to do, rather than what they're set up to do.
But it was the point about, my point about the market was not the organisations in the sense of them attracting a market. It's them as the market that we, social enterprise delivering ICT services, need to sell to. We take responsibility. It's not about the organisations in the sense of them within a market, because I take your point entirely. It's about them recognising their need around ICT support and buying from us based on price, quality, and that's where the market. But of course my social enterprise and all others that call themselves under that banner are based on social benefit.